Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I want to talk about this new reality. I guess it ain't new. It's new to me. Selling Sunset on Netflix. First off, I want to say Netflix. One thing they got right, if they don't get anything else right, oh my eyes watering, is these reality shows like the competition shows, reality shows. Netflix gets them right. They're always, to me, a fresh storyline. Like, I'm in love with The Circle. I can't wait till that comes back. I was in love with that show, Love is Blind. I can't wait for that to come back. It's a new show I watched called Awake, where you have to stay up 24 hours and count quarters and then do little carnival games. Obsessed with that. Like, I really feel like I could do that. Cause I'm an accountant by trade. I feel like I could stay up 24 hours and count quarters and be accurate. Like, but anyway, Selling Sunset is something I found, ain't nothing else to watch on Netflix. They were already on season 2. And when I binge watched it, I watched seasons 1 and seasons 2 in like a week. And then I said, oh, season 3 will be back August 7th. That's what it said at the end of season 2. And I was like, bet. That's my new show to put on the list of shows to review. I'm doing kind of like a little, August 7th is what, 2 weeks. I'm putting this out. I'm gonna do a quick recap of my opinion, just my opinions on season 1 and 2, because it ain't no point of going back reviewing all them episodes, to see if you all want to see me review season 3, because I'm in love with this show. And see, Netflix is doing it right, because I can't really stand those selling houses shows like that $1 Million Listing. I really couldn't get into that. It's a new one out with somebody's son. Is it Suge Knight's son? Listing LA or whatever it's called. Like, I can't get into that. But this one, I don't know what it is. I was just like, oh, interesting. I like Selling Sunset. One, I like pretty much everybody on the cast. It seems like, is it the Oppenheim group? The twin brothers, Brett and Jason. I like them. Everyone sounds like they have really good real estate knowledge. And for some reason, just watching this show, I'm like, if there is a next live, I don't know. I would love to come back as a LA real estate agent, a high end LA real estate agent. Cause I'm like, they balling. Like, they commissions are what, 6-figure commissions. The houses are gorgeous. These ladies walk around in 4 to 6 inch stilettos daily. The fashions I love. Like, everything about the show is just visually appealing to me. And the storyline, it can go stupid, but it's kept my attention. It kept my attention for a whole week. I sat and binge watched it for a whole week. Anyway, let's jump into the characters real quick. I'm going to talk about some of the major drama that happened season 1 and 2 that's going to spill into season 3 that I can't wait to see. And then you all get in the comments and let me know, like, yeah, girl, review this. Y'all watching it too, let me know, and we could talk about these people in the comments, because I like it. I already told y'all about Brett and Jason. They're the owners of the Oppenheim group. Let me turn it just a little bit. They're twins. They balling. I like the twin brothers. Mary, one thing I'm going to say about Mary, I believe at the end of season 1, she turned 38, 39, and her boyfriend is 25. That is a huge age gap, especially if you ain't trying to pop out no more kids and your son 21. We gonna see where this goes in season 3. That's a huge age gap. But Mary, your ass looks good. I would have never gave you 39. When y'all was talking, I think it was season 1, and you were talking about your birthday, I thought you were saying you were turning 30. And I'm like, damn, you look good to be 30. You look good, Mary girl. I like Mary. She's kind of like that non-confrontational one, and every time confrontation comes on her face, she start. I'm like, get over that. Christelle, I do remember Christelle from the soap operas. I like her. A lot of these girls are non-confrontational. I ain't gonna say what I really want to say because it's gonna sound too mean. Um, it's not the same. Let me see if I can say it like this. Selling Sunset confrontations are not the same confrontations you would get if you're watching Love and Hip Hop. If you get what I'm trying to say. Still entertaining, but not the same. Moving on. I like Maya. Maya is actually my favorite. Is she Israeli? She I like Maya because Maya is who I would expect MJ, Reza, Mike, all of them who were real estate agents on Shaw's of Sunset. They were Maya is who I would expect them to be, and they are not Maya in my opinion. I like Maya. Maya be doing the damn thing. Davina. Davina is my least favorite, but I still like Davina. Like I like everyone for different reasons. Heather, and then season 2 they brought on Amanda, and then last and definitely not least is Christine. To me, Christine is the personality of the show, the star of the show. She's the one who you're supposed to love to hate, and I do love to hate Christine. Like, I like Christine so much. She's kind of like the Nene Leakes for me. Like, Nene, I love Nene, but I can't stand Nene. Anyway, let's jump into some of the major drama. Number one that I thought was very strange is Mary and Jason are exes. They dated for a while, off and on. Jason and his brother are playboys. They ain't trying to get married. I get it. It's LA. All the hot ladies are in LA. Why settle down when you can have a lot? I think they had like a party, and there was like Jason and Brett invited 8 different women to the same party, and they were juggling them. Hey, when you got money, that's what you can do. Let's not act like this is anything new for people who got a little bit of change. I ain't saying it's right, but we all know the game. Moving on. They're exes, but they're extremely close. It was throughout the seasons, everyone's like, Mary brings Romaine, that's her now husband, along. And it's strange to me. It's amazing that he's not jealous. Because let's go through the timeline. First, Mary and Romaine got engaged. He proposed with something that's called a moissanite. Did I say that correctly? It was a fake diamond. To me, each his own. I understood where he was coming from. If I want to put a rubber band around your finger, some women ain't here for it. So, like, the drama was with Davina was like, why did he propose if he couldn't afford a real diamond? Could he have maybe bought a smaller diamond? Like, he didn't have to get that big ass moissanite to propose. Like, he could have got the diamond that he could afford. He could have got the rubber band. Like, I don't care. To me, it's each their own. I'm not the type of woman who has to demand a huge ring, or, I mean, my ring is real, but I don't have to demand a big ring or a real ring. Like, you can't propose to me with a rubber band. But when my husband proposed, he didn't have the ring at the time. It was like something he had to pay for. And when we got married is when I actually got my wedding ring. But I'm not a real big on rings type of person. Like, I'm more into like my earrings, costume, earrings and bracelets and shit like that. Anyway, moving on. That was one of the concerns. He bought her a fake ring. And then throughout the seasons, they couldn't find anywhere to get married. So Jason was like, you all can get married at my house. And Romaine was like, we ain't get married at your ex-house, which I 100% agree with. But you can't get married at the ex's house, but he could be your best man. I ain't get that, but okay. I mean, maybe he wasn't the best man, but he was in the bridal party. And it was so strange because at that wedding, it was a gorgeous wedding. Like, I really loved their wedding. I loved how they had that, like, rainfall of lights in front of the pool, and that was like their backdrop for the dinner. Like, it was gorgeous. I like how it was small and intimate. It ain't have to be hundreds of people there. But it was like Jason was crying. Like, as Mary and Romaine were saying their vows, Jason was over there crying. And I couldn't tell, like, was he crying because Mary was really his best friend? Or was he crying because, to me, it was like, are you crying because your shot with Mary, like, you blew your shot with Mary and it's over because she's married? Like, I don't know. Very strange dynamic, but it works. It makes for entertaining TV. The next little bit of drama was the Christelle versus Christine. Around the time, like, Christelle is new to the office. That's the setup of the show. Like, these ladies have been working together for a while. Christelle was the new girl, season 1. And when Romaine proposed with that moissanite ring, she was speaking with Davina about, I call bullshit with Christelle. Like, I'm with Christine a little bit when they were like, how is because Romaine didn't want to invite Davina to the wedding. I'm jumping all over the place, but if you all watch seasons 1 and 2, you understand. And when I jump into season 3, it will be more organized. But anyway, Romaine didn't invite Davina to the wedding because she was talking shit. But I'm with Christine because Christelle was equally talking shit, and you not gonna say, well, I'm the new girl, I was just asking questions. And I'm like, bitch, don't be asking questions about my relationship. That's Angie. Like, if you got a question about what my fiance paid for, ask me. Like, I don't care why you care. Like, if I'm getting to know someone, my concern isn't gonna be, is he paying for anything? I'm going to be like, is he treating her right? Do they love each other? How did they meet? You know, that's the kind of stuff I want to ask if I want to get to know this couple and I'm new in the office. Not, is Mary paying for everything? Like, what's going, like, I call bullshit on what Christelle was doing, but Davina was playing into it like, yeah, she pays for everything. And to me, Christelle says that Romaine is the one who pays for everything. I don't see it. I don't see it. When they went out to dinner, the server definitely put that check in front of you, not him, and he showed and reach over and grab it like, I got you, boo. So to me, it don't even matter if Christelle is the sugar mama and paying for everything, or what's her name, Mary. I'm probably gonna get their names all screwed up. I'm sorry. That's their business. And Christelle was talking about she should get a prenup. And I don't care if you say everybody should get a prenup. Did you get a prenup? Because it looked like season 3, you going to need it. Moving on. Next is Maya. I already said Maya was my fave. Maya didn't really have any drama. Like, she'll give her 2 cents, but then she steps out. Like, she ain't really here for the bullshit. Maya about her coins. Maya's husband lives in Miami. And she's constantly flying back and forth to Miami to be with her husband. And she had a baby. She was pregnant season 1 and she pregnant season 2. I'm assuming by season 3 she gonna pop that baby out. Good for you, girl, because they talked about her having a couple of miscarriages in the past. And she finally has her miracle babies. And that's great. I like Maya. Her little baby was chunky and cute. I liked him. Hopefully she has a little girl. She can have one each. Moving on. Davina, I said I don't dislike her, but she wasn't my fave. Her real drama was, I guess, you know, Romaine didn't want her to be at the wedding because she was talking shit about him proposing with a fake ring. And then something about some $75 million house, and Jason and Brett would be jealous because she has the most expensive listing. But you see, you ain't sold it, girl. They told you it was a $50 million house. You ain't sold it. Anyway, moving on from that, they're going to jump more into that season 3. I'm sure I can read her a little bit more, season 3, about that. Heather's drama was season 1. Like I said, Maya was dating somebody in Miami. Heather was dating somebody all the way in a whole nother country. He was a hockey player, and she was flying back and forth across countries to see her man. I knew that wasn't going to work because by season 2, she had a new man. She was like, I'm over that. That wasn't going to work. She got a new man. He got kids. I'm assuming the drama with this is they moved too fast. Her and Amanda got into it about Amanda telling her she a little bit worried about her meeting the kids too fast because the kids will get attached. Point blank period. People should mind their own business. I agree, but it's a reality show. You gotta talk about other people's business. But outside of that, everything Amanda said is true. Kids will get attached to you. You shouldn't introduce kids to just anybody. I'm not saying Heather is just anybody. What Amanda said was true, and I felt like she shouldn't have got that offended because this is a very new relationship and you are getting attached to these kids. But I guess it ain't nobody's business. I'm moving on. I like Amanda. Amanda was a new girl for season 2. I feel like Amanda don't know anything about selling this high-end real estate. And her friend Jason just gave her a job. She said she was married to some football player. She didn't say who. I don't know. But while she was with the football player, she was living the high life. Once she got divorced, she was back to cleaning toilets, taking care of her 2 kids. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you got to do to take care of your 2 kids. Throughout that time, she became a home stager, an interior decorator, and now she's trying to sell real estate. And I'm not mad at you. Do what you got to do for your kids. And you're a single mother. Her drama seems to be her husband used to spend time with the kids, but now he's not keeping up with his visitation. I'm assuming we're going to explore more of that next season. Amanda does put her foot in her mouth, like she said the comment about the kids with Heather. She got into it again with Heather because she agreed to show a listing for Heather. Heather had a birthday party for, she calls her stepchildren, but she ain't married. Them just your boyfriend kids. But she was late. Now, another point blank period, you can't be late. Don't say, I'm going to do you a favor in a professional setting and be like, oh, I was late, but I was doing you a favor. Who cares? No, ma'am. You were still late. This is still money to be made. And if you couldn't do it, like even when she was in the office talking about, yeah, my daughter has gymnastics at 2, but I'll drop her off and I think I can be there before. When she was in the office talking about it, I already knew she was going to be late. I already knew she was going to be late because I ain't never been to LA, but one thing I know, they say LA traffic is worse than Atlanta traffic, and I know how Atlanta traffic is. So I was like, she already gonna be late. I'm happy she didn't ruin the deal, but when she showed up to that house late, she was like, oh, I got 2 kids, I'm a single mom, and you know, Heather was at a birthday party. And as soon as she started talking about why she was late and throwing Heather under the bus about being at a birthday party, I was like, oh, you fucked up. Because the man didn't have to know that. All you have to do was apologize for being late and show the man the house. Because now when the man calls Heather, he being snarky and sarcastic about, well, how was your birthday party? And I would have cussed the man's ass out too. But anyway, moving on from that. And then they call Amanda's is Mary's bodyguard. I ain't mad at that. That's your best friend. Have your best friend back. Now, to my favorite, who's probably the center of a lot of drama. I don't know why I like the most dramatic person on the show. I like Christine. Christine has a glow up. Season 1, Christine was already cute, but it seemed like now that she got this rich boyfriend, she's super cute. She done put some tracks in that hair because her hair was paper thin season 1. And she be styling it out. She looked like she's going on a Vogue cover shoot to every listing. Like, team too much, I'm team too much all day. I like Christine. Now, I don't like the bullshit. Me and Christine probably could never be friends because I don't rock with people who feel like, I mess up all the time. I say stupid shit all the time. I go off on people all the time, and I apologize. And one thing Christelle said that I totally agree with, I ain't got to accept your apology. You ain't going to keep fucking with me and think the next day you just going to come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, and everything is going to be kumbaya and we cool. No, ma'am. See, that's probably the one reason why I can't rock with people like Christine, but she is TV gold. Like, I like her. I already talked about her glow up. What I don't understand about Christine is that first season, you know, it's this huge $40 million house. Gorgeous house. By season 2, they showed it. She had a client she wanted to show the $40 million house to. And he was interested in her. It was an old high school friend. I'm assuming some nerdy type. He was in tech. Well, tech is where it's at. Angie, girl, you married. Shut up. But tech is where it's at. And he was into the house, but he wanted to, date Christine. But Christine was like, I'm just not sexually attracted to her. But then she comes out season 2 with a new man. She done got engaged that fast. They jet set all across the world, private jets, shopping, everything. I ain't mad. Get your glow up, get your money, girl, get your man. Obviously, next season she gonna get married, because this season I was like, he probably just playing with her and gonna throw her back. But no, obviously she gonna get married next season. But to me, the man that she's with now looks just like the man who she wasn't sexually attracted to last season. That's just me. I'm like, they look just alike. So what? And it seemed like the other man's pocket was fatter, because he was looking at a $40 million house, and you over here living in these same $5 million houses that you selling. So it ain't like. Anyway, to each their own. I'm not mad at Christine. I think a lot of the girls are secretly jealous that she with this jet set man. She always like, I'm going to Mexico for the weekend. I'm going over here. Like, girl, if it was me, that's what I would, if I had any kind of change like that, that's what I would do. I love to travel. I would love to say, let's just go to Mexico for the weekend. Let's go on over here for Dubai for a week. Let me take 2-3 months off work and travel the world with my man, and I ain't hurting for them commission checks. Like, to me, Christine probably really doesn't have to work. She's probably only working for this show. So when they're not taping, Christine is probably not selling. Moving on. Christine was tripping over 2 bachelorette parties because she wasn't invited to the second one. I ain't gonna get into all the drama. It's too much. But that, y'all know that was one of the big drama things. And then somewhere, Mary was insinuating. She said that there was an overlap. And Christine was just stuck on this word overlap. Where I guess when she met her new man, he was with somebody else. I don't care nothing about that. He could have been with somebody else. That's the whole point of dating. Now, if he was married, that's when I would be tripping about the overlap. But if he was with somebody else, he has every right to break up with whoever he want to break up with and get with Christine. Free will, free life. I wouldn't have tripped over the word overlap, girl. I wouldn't have cared. But that's pretty much the major drama. It seemed like next season they're going to jump more into Rita and Davina over this $75 million house. Next season, it looks like Christelle is going to be divorced. Somebody else's marriage is acting up. I'm hoping it's not Mary and Romaine. It seemed like it's going to be a lot more personal drama next season. I want to know how Christelle is going to handle this. Because now it's time for everybody to be in your business. You was all up in everybody else's relationship, having concerns, having questions. How you gonna handle it when people got questions for you? All on the TMZ. I can't wait for season 3. Like I said, Netflix, you all do these reality shows and competition shows correct. And we don't have to wait week after week after week after week to watch it. You let us come out here and binge watch the stuff. I love it. I love it. Anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what you all think about Selling Sunset. I know that this was not a real review of season 1 or 2, but it's too many episodes for me to go back and put them up. But season 3 will be starting in, 2 weeks, August 7th. I will be reviewing. I just want to know how many of you all want to see me review it, because if it ain't but 2 people, like, I don't know. But if a lot of you all really rock with the Netflix shows, so if y'all watching Selling Sunset, your girl will be reviewing it. Go ahead and hit subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll talk to y'all later. Like, comment, share. Bye.